What's goody, y'all? Welcome back to the Winner's Circle. So listen, y'all, today's video, I'm finna give you 10 behaviors that chosen ones should eliminate immediately. Because when you eliminate these behaviors, it is going to help you ascend to higher heights. It is going to help you be more sure in yourself, more confident in yourself. And the more confident in yourself you are, and the more sure you are within yourself, the more God is activated in your life, okay? So we finna get into these 10 behaviors. But before we do, if this is your first time seeing me, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You're gonna get your life bossed up here at the Winner's Circle. You're gonna love it here. And there's a lot of new subscribers. I love you guys so much. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for pouring back into me in the comment section as I do to you guys. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Let's get it going in the algorithm, okay? I can't respond to all the comments between all these different platforms, but just know that I love you and I mean it, and I'm just thrilled and honored to be connected with you guys here at the Winner's Circle, okay? Let me fix this camera a little bit. Okay, so 10 behaviors that chosen ones should eliminate immediately, okay? This is going to help you ascend to higher heights, okay? And the first one is rushing, okay? Stop rushing. Rushing is extremely low vibrational. It puts you in a state of like lacking control over your life, lacking control within yourself. And I get it, you guys, I get it. Sometimes we late picking up our kids, we late going to work, we late to appointments. But the bottom line is, if you're late, you're already late. The moment you start rushing, panic sets in. And when panic sets in, it sends endorphins to your mind that you're not safe. And when you have endorphins firing off in your brain that you're not safe, you are constantly being put out of alignment. And once your brain receives signals that you're not safe and you're in that fight or flight mode, baby, your nervous system starts acting up. And when your nervous system starts acting up, anything can happen to you. When you start rushing, you prone more to get a ticket, to get in a car accident. If you late picking up your kids, you definitely ain't gonna be there for your kids if you get in a car accident. Stop rushing, okay? When you stop rushing, you put your nervous system at a state of ease. And when your nervous system is at a state of ease, you're more in the flow to where things can energetically open up for you and flow for you. Once you stop rushing, you'll understand, you'll start to see the miracles happening for you. Oh, okay, you way over here in this lane, and that's the exit you need to get off. Because you're not rushing and you in alignment, all them cars gonna move out the way for you. And now you're getting there safely. You gonna hit all the green lights, and now all of a sudden, where you thought you was gonna be late, all of a sudden you have perfect timing. Do not rush. Rushing is extremely low vibrational. Okay, you guys, stop rushing. Start to master the art of time management. If you need to wake up 10 more minutes earlier to get to where you need to be on time, do so. The less you rush, the more you flow in life, the more you stay in that flow for positive things and positive outcomes to have for you, okay? Stop rushing, okay? Rushing will always have you in a state of panic. It will always keep you out of alignment. It will always have you in that fight or flight mode. And when you rush, you're closed off energetically for things to flow to you. It makes you less approachable. And people from the outside looking in, people think that you're a mess. And when people think that you're a mess, they're sending that energy back to you. You a mess, and then it's a constant cycle of you being unstable. You're not stable, so you don't want to be in this endless loop of you putting out this energy of being unstable and people sending it back to you. Just think about the last time somebody came into work late and they was rushing. They was probably sweating. They probably missed some stuff. Don't know where they briefcase is, they papers is, whatever the case may be. Just think about what a person looks like when they're rushing. And now you don't want to talk to them. You want to avoid them. You looking like, dang, they having a bad morning. People are assuming things about them. Slow down, take a deep breath, and do not rush. If you already late, you already late. So the next time you late and you feel yourself about to start rushing, take a deep breath and say, God, make it happen. God, make it happen. And relax, okay? Practice time management. Wake up a little bit earlier. Leave a little bit earlier. Learn how to multitask. The more that you practice time management and you can master time management, baby, listen, time starts to work for you, okay? So let's move on, okay, y'all? Number two is worrying. This is the second behavior chosen ones need to eliminate. Okay, stop worrying. Okay, now I get it. Life can be stressful. Life can be difficult. Life can be rough. And some of us are worrying about the bill that we need to pay. We're worrying about our health conditions. We're worrying about, if we have to move and we got to find a new place. If we got car issues, there are legit things that trigger worry in us. But I want you to think about something. When you worry, you literally diminish your faith that God is not in control. So is God in control or is God not? I'm gonna need you to pick a side and stick with it. If you know for a fact that God is in control in your life, discipline yourself to worry less. And the more you practice that, the more it'll be your natural default settings in your body. Stop worrying. Worrying don't change nothing. When you sitting there worrying, oh my God, how I'm gonna pay this bill, how I'm gonna pay this bill, how I'm gonna pay this bill, how I'm gonna pay this bill. That's not changing the fact that the bill is there and the bill needs to be paid, is it? Worrying doesn't do anything but rob you of today's joy. I say it all the time in my videos. Worrying doesn't change anything. Worrying doesn't do anything but rob you of present moment's joy. Instead of worrying, change your mindset. Stay solution oriented. I say that in a lot of my videos too. Stay solution oriented because there is a solution for every problem. If there's a demand for something, the supply is sure to follow. So instead of worrying how, change your mindset. God, if the bill is here, I know you sending the money. There can't be no other way. If the bill is here, that means if the demand for the money is here, the supply for the money is going to be here as well. Fix your mindset. Where is your faith? And it works just like that. The more you worry, you're in this endless cycle of worry. You're worrying, so the universe is showing you more proof that you need to worry. And then you see the proof, so you worry more. And it's repetitive over and over and over and over. But when you stop worrying and say, no, the bill is here, so God is bringing the money to pay for the bill, and you discipline your mindset, you train your mindset to believe that, I promise you it works just like that. It might sound crazy, but if I sound crazy to you, that means you're not deep in your faith. You're not strong in your faith. When you discipline your mindset to say just that, if the bill is here, the money is sure to show up. God always pay my bills. God always pays my bills. When you discipline your mindset like that, because faith is like a muscle. The more you work it, the bigger and stronger it gets. I promise you, you see the proof of that in your reality. You see the proof of your faith in your face. However big your faith muscle is a direct reflection of how you live it. Hey, I don't make the rules. I'm just the messenger here. That's the truth. And that doesn't mean that we don't all go through ups and downs and our faith isn't tested in highs and lows. Of course we do. But let your faith be bigger than your fear, baby. Let your faith be bigger than your fear, okay? If the bill is here, the money is sure to come. Period, point blank. God always pays my bills. I'm always protected and provided for. Write some of these in the comments. Affirm what it is. I'm always protected and provided for. God always pays my bills. But God is not going to force you to have that faith. It's something that you have to choose. It's not something that you're begging for or hoping for. It's something that you activate. Okay? Stop worrying. The more you worry, the less God is active. The more you say, you know what? There's a solution to every problem. And that's not a myth. That's not an opinion. These are facts. The more you say that, the more God is active in your life because your faith is bigger than your fears. Okay? Let's move on. Number 3, doubting yourself. Ooh, this is the third behavior that you need to eliminate as a chosen one. Stop doubting yourself. Whenever you make a decision, trust yourself. Trust your own decision making. Trust your own judgment. Trust your gut feeling. Trust your instincts. Trust your intuition. You know better. You know you better than anybody else. You know what's good for you. You have your best interest. You know how to reason with yourself on what you should be doing and what you should not be doing. You know how to troubleshoot whatever you're going through. You know how to problem solve whatever you're going through. Get out of the habit of calling everybody when you need to make a decision. Cousin, what should I do? Mom, what should I do? Now listen, moms and dads, that's sacred advice right there. But I want you to be more comfortable in wearing your crown, knowing that the decisions that you make for your own life is solid, it suffice, and is good enough, okay? Get out of the habit of calling everybody to make a decision for you. The more you trust yourself, the more God is active in your life. The more you trust your decision making, the more God is active in your life. So go within and talk to God inside of you. God, what should I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? I got specific signs that I ask God for that I use all the time. God, I feel like I'm supposed to do it this way, but then doing it this way is pulling me over here. I feel conflicted. God, if I'm supposed to do it this way, show me purple hearts. And I promise you, every time I need clarity on something, then purple hearts pop up. And if I'm not supposed to do it that way, I don't see the purple hearts. Assign something. Get you a specific sign. Because a lot of y'all be looking for signs. God, show me a sign. And then God will show you a sign. And because you're just so oblivious, you don't even know that the sign is signing. Designate something as your sign. Purple hearts be my sign for a lot of things. A lot of things. Number one, purple is high vibrational. Number two, hearts is pure love. God, show me that high vibrational love that I'm doing the right thing. You can assign anything. God, show me a palm tree. Show me this specific kind of flower. Show me this specific kind of animal. Assign something, designate something for the sign. That way you can recognize it. And you're not so oblivious. And you're not questioning yourself. Because a lot of the times you be like, God, show me a sign. Sign be dead in our face and we start questioning. God, show me again. Show me another sign. Stop that. Your faith ain't really activated. Designate something to be your sign. And I promise you, God gonna show up for you every time, y'all. Every time. Designate something for you. A sunflower. Somebody drinking coffee. It doesn't matter what the sign is. Whatever resonates with you, and stick with it. And I promise you, it might be something physical, like a person walking by drinking coffee, or you might open up social media and you see somebody drinking coffee. It might be one or the other. It might be an ad coming by about somebody drinking coffee. I promise you, you're going to start seeing them signs. You're going to be like, damn, and it's going to be magical. Activate your skills, activate your spiritual gifts and your abilities to clear the pathways for God to communicate with you. Designate something to be your sign, okay? I do it all the time and it works every time. And the more you start to see those signs, it's going to really, really activate your faith. Your faith is going to take off. You're going to be like, damn. You're going to be like, can't nobody tell me God ain't real. That's how you're going to be feeling. You're going to be like, oh, you're going to feel so empowered. Designate something to be your sign, okay? Eliminate the fear. Eliminate the worry. Stop doubting yourself. Trust your own decision making. Trust your own judgment. Because at the end of the day, a lot of the times, y'all know I'm a life coach. Book a session with me, okay, y'all? But I'll be on the phone with y'all and y'all be like, I feel like I shouldn't have did this, or I made the wrong decision. Listen, you're never failing. You're never making the wrong decision. Because I say this all the time too. Anytime there's an outcome that you get an outcome that you didn't want, that's not even failure. That's just data collected on what you should be doing and shouldn't be doing. What's working, what's not working. What's yielding the results and what's not. That's all it is. So you're never not making the best decision. Okay, next time I'm just going to do this to get a different result. It's okay. Ease up off yourself. Stop standing on your own neck and trust your own decision making, okay? Trust yourself. The more you trust yourself, the more God is activated in your life. I promise you, it worked just like that, okay? We're going to keep it going. Number 4. Y'all, I'm drinking a chai tea with cocoa protein in it. It's so good. Some chocolate protein. It's bomb. Nice little warm chai tea before bed, before relaxation. Okay, but number 4, the fourth behavior that chosen ones need to eliminate immediately, I'm saying immediately, okay, is over apologizing. Listen, when you over apologize, first off, number 1, we're gonna eliminate the word sorry with apologize, okay? Now, let's say you're supposed to be at a business meeting and you get there late. It's polite to walk in and say, I apologize for being late. And keep on continuing doing what you're doing. But for you people who are overly apologizing, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry again. I can't stress this enough how sorry I am. Stop it. When you over apologize, it puts you in a state of victimhood. You look like a victim. You look like you're not confident in yourself. You give off victim vibes, needy energy, less than. You give off peasant energy. You're part of the winner circle. We ain't giving off no peasant energy. Stop over apologizing. When you continuously say sorry to somebody, it looks like you're trying to seek their validation and seek their approval. And now they have energetically, like they have something over you to either say, yes, I accept it, or no, I don't. Stop that immediately. Again, it's polite to say, I apologize for being late for picking up my baby from daycare. Ran into da-da-da-da. But to continuously, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It'll never happen again. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. Stop it. It is extremely low vibrational. It puts you in a low state of mind. It puts you extremely low the more you continue to apologize. Stop. Say it once and move on with yourself. How they receive it or whatever, that's not your business. That's not your problem. You put it out there. You said what you said. You did what you did. Move on. Move on. Physically, energetically, figuratively, emotionally. Move on. You ain't nobody's victim out here. Move on, okay? Stop over apologizing. Eliminate that behavior immediately, okay? Number 5, the 5th behavior that chosen ones need to eliminate immediately is stop settling for less. A lot of the times we want to give people a chance, the benefit of the doubt, relationships, jobs, friendships. Stop settling for less. The more you settle for less, the more you take yourself down off your pedestal. And let me just put this out there. Being on your pedestal is a good thing. It don't mean that you cocky. It means that you are operating in your queendom, in your kingdom, who God called you to be. It don't mean that you looking down on people. It just means that you wearing your crown and you want to see other people wear their crown too. Period. That's all it means. But the more you settle for less, energetically, you saying, this is what I deserve. I deserve this low-level treatment. I deserve this low-level job. I deserve this low-level, I deserve this low-level, whatever the case may be. Stop settling for less. When you settle for less in relationships, that's exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get less. You're going to get, you're going to get less effort. You're going to get less love. You're going to get less everything. Stop settling for less on the job, okay? Let's talk about this one, because this one could be very difficult when we settle for less on the job. A lot of us be in the mindset of, well, I don't want to, be combative on the job or stand up for myself on the job. We feel like that's a sticky place to be in. Listen to me. Listen to me. The more you accept and tolerate intolerable and unfavorable treatment from bosses or employees, supervisors, whatever the case may be, they disrespecting you, they treating you like a kid, they looking down on you, they purposefully treating you like you less than, and you tolerating it because you don't want to rock the boat because this is your job. Is God in control or is God not? Because it can't be both. The more you stand your ground, you stand up for yourself and you honor yourself, I promise you, God gonna have your back because you are stepping into alignment with who you are. Stand up for yourself. Get rid of the fear of, well, what if they let me go? If that happens, then now Coach, he ain't telling you just to be out there acting reckless to make yourself get fired. But when somebody does something to you and it's warranted to stand up for yourself, and they decide to do something like clap back and let you go, listen, it wasn't the job for you anyway. And you got to understand where your faith is. If this door closed, that means another one about to open. And that's how your mindset got to be. Not, oh my gosh, I'm not going to rock the boat. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm going to just keep on being treated so low, so bummy, so this, just because I need this job. Absolutely not. Listen, you were chosen when you aligned here at the Winner Circle with Coach E. God is going to have your back. The more you set boundaries, the more you stick up for yourself, the more you honor yourself, the more you love yourself, the more you are in alignment with the things that you deserve, You gonna get rid of that shit that ain't there for you, and everything that is for you gonna fall into place. I promise you, it worked just like that. Every time you set a boundary, you gonna get blessed. Every time you stick up for yourself, you gonna get blessed. It worked just like that. Where's your faith? You really think God wants you to accept intolerable, unfavorable treatment just for the sake of keeping a job? God is unlimited, baby. Where's your faith? You really think God wants you to sit there and go to work and constantly be verbally abused, sexually harassed, or whatever the case may be, for the sake of keeping a job? You think that's what God got for you? Sound like that's what the enemy got for you, if you ask me. An enemy, whether you call it a demon, a devil, a low vibrational spirit, I don't give a damn what you call it. The bottom line is, it's not for you. Stop settling for less. The more you align yourself with the things that the kingdom of heaven on earth, not you got to die and go to it, but here on earth, the more it's going to come into your life. I promise you. It worked just like that. But the more you keep tolerating the BS, settling for less, that's all you going to get. That's all you're going to get. It's just like the same thing in a relationship. When you put your foot down and say, stop treating me this way, I refuse to get treated this way, and whether you be man or a woman, and you leave that relationship and you start knowing what you deserve, and you put your foot down, and then you start attracting better, you start attracting people who are giving you what you deserve. It's the same principle with jobs. It's the same principle with friends. It's the same principle with family members, because it's all energy. Whenever you stop tolerating the BS and you put an end to it, you open up for what you deserve to come in. It's the same principle for any and everything, okay, y'all? Stop settling for less. Number 6, people pleasing. Y'all, people pleasing is dangerous, okay? It is dangerous territory. The more you people please, okay, because people please is rooted in putting other people before you. Not wanting to make them mad, doing whatever pleases them, doing whatever satisfies them, doing whatever they want just because you want to avoid conflict, or you don't want to hear their mouth, or whatever the case may be. Every time you say yes to them and you have that resentment inside yourself, like, I don't want to do that for them, I should have said no. Every time you feel that resentment, that means you said yes to them and no to yourself. Stop people pleasing. Put yourself first. Because again, this is all spiritual, y'all. Energetically, you're saying you don't deserve nothing. You deserve the bare minimum. You deserve crumbs. You deserve for everybody around you to be happy but you. Stop it. Put yourself first. If you want to say no to somebody, say no. If they get mad, oh well. You need to be in the mindset of, how you mad at me for not wanting to do something for you when you can't even fucking do it for you? Be mad at your goddamn self. Put yourself first. I tell clients all the time, it'll be somebody, on the phone with me like, okay, my auntie want me to take her to the airport at 6 a.m. in the morning on my day off. And I don't really want to, but it is my day off and she needs to get to the airport. But I don't want to. Listen, you're not obligated to take nobody nowhere. Now, if you want to do something out of the kindness of your own heart, let it be, because that's just genuinely what you want to do. But if you battling yourself, you know good and damn you don't want to do it, but you only doing it because you know it's your day off and she know it's your day off, but inside you don't want to do it, that's your prerogative. I don't give a damn if you just sitting there staring at the 4 walls in your house and you ain't doing nothing. That's your prerogative. You don't have to spend your downtime, your days off, doing what other people want you to do on your time. Listen, everybody got to do them and you got to do you. So the more you doing other people and you not doing you, baby, you're not in alignment with financial freedom. You're not in alignment with these blessings that God is trying to rain down on you. We finna go to church. A lot of y'all want these blessings. Y'all want this money. Y'all want these houses. Y'all want these jobs. Y'all want these opportunities. But God is like, you're not ready for that, because the higher tax bracket you in, the more money you making, the more sharks that's out there, okay? And you don't even know how to say no. You gonna have somebody like Diddy looking at you like, this motherfucker weak. You too naive. You too people pleasing to be up in this field. You cannot be a people pleaser asking for the type of money that you want, asking for the type of opportunities that you're looking for, asking for the doors to be open that you want to be open. It don't work like that. It's a dog eat dog world out there. The more money you making, the more opportunities that's coming for you. The more you in the spotlight, the more people trying to, and I'm not saying everybody want to be in the spotlight, but even when you just wealthy and not famous, the more money you making, the more sharks you exposed to. And I promise you, it'll work just like that. I'm telling you from experience. You got to have thicker skin. Put yourself first. Set your boundaries. Stop people pleasing. The only people you need to be pleasing is you. Please yourself. And if you got a partner, if you got a spouse, that's secondary. That's just a ripple effect off of you doing what you're supposed to do. Okay? Stop people pleasing. That's very dangerous territory. The more you put yourself last, you teaching other people that they come before you. The more you put people first, you teaching them that you always come last. Stop people pleasing. Learn how to say no. And if you already know how to say no, turn it up a notch. Turn it up a notch. If you already know how to say no, you already know how to set boundaries, turn it up a notch. This is your confirmation. If you already at level 10, take it to 11. You at 11, take it to 12. Take it up a notch. This is your confirmation. And I promise you, the more you put yourself first, the more you know how to say no, the more you know how to set boundaries, energetically, you are aligned with more abundance. Because you're not going to be naive, you're not going to be taken advantage of, okay? Number 7, y'all. The seventh behavior that you need to eliminate immediately, especially as a chosen one, is arguing. Don't argue with nobody. When you argue with people, automatically you low. You in a negative headspace. You in low vibration. You out of alignment. Your light is depleted, diminished. Stop arguing with people. It'll be people out here who intentionally pick fights with you because they could see your blessings coming. God, I'm finna tell them. It's people out here who know you about to be blessed and you don't even know it. And they know that you one self-control away from your breakthrough. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? One self-control away from your breakthrough. One self-control away from your blessing. One self-control away from your next level. It's people out here who literally see you and how big your light is and how wonderful you are more than you see yourself. And so they intentionally try to stop you from getting there. They intentionally try to stop that flow. Stop arguing with people. Keep your energy to yourself. Somebody want to argue with you? I tell all my clients, couple with a one-liner. Holla at me when you're ready to talk. That works for any circumstance. Let me know when you're calm. Let me know when you're calm. We can talk when you're calm. Come up with a one-liner. Separate yourself. Hang up the phone. Stop going back and forth with people. And people will understand. There's a lot of people who don't know how to communicate without arguing. But they'll understand, dang, I cannot even talk to this person. I can't even communicate with him. I can't even communicate with her until I learn how to control my temper. And guess what? It's good for both of y'all. Stop arguing with people. Stop letting people put you in negative headspace. Hang up the phone. Get rid of it. Separate yourself, okay? Stop arguing. The eighth behavior that you need to get rid of, that you need to eliminate immediately as a chosen one, is thinking that you're not good enough, whether it be for the job, the spouse, the friend, the opportunity, whatever the case may be. Thinking that you're not good enough, baby, listen. Will have you attracting things that constantly affirm that you're not good enough. Thinking that you're not good enough will always attract that partner that show you that you ain't good enough. Thinking that you're not good enough will always have you only qualifying for those jobs that treat you like you're not good enough, that pay you like you're not good enough. You got to know that you're good enough without a shadow of a doubt, flaws and all. That's a part of the healing journey. No matter what you look like, no matter what your shortcomings are, no matter what you talk like, no matter what's going on, you have to know that you are good enough for all of your heart's desires. Man, type it in the comment section, I'm good enough, always being good enough. You got to heal yourself. If you automatically have thoughts that you're not good enough for, man, I want to date this queen, but I'm not good enough for her. You're not healed. You're not healed. And it doesn't mean that there's certain things that you want to work on to improve yourself to be good for that queen or that king. That doesn't mean that. That means that you're aware if you know that there's things that you have to work on. But saying that you're not good enough, you ain't gonna ever reach the finish line. Saying that you're good enough is going to unconsciously trigger you into making sure you become good enough. It's going to unconsciously trigger you into taking steps and to become that better man or that better woman for that spouse. But it starts in here. Remember, faith is not seeing it, then believing it. You have to speak it and know it and believe it first. Then it comes to fruition. You have to know that you're good enough for everything that you want. Period. The job, the friendship, the opportunity, the partner, the kingdom spouse, the twin flame, the chosen one partner, whatever the case may be. You have to know that you're good enough. And the moment you decide in your mind that you're good enough, I promise you, God will align you with the situations, circumstances, and behaviors that you need to eliminate to become good enough, that you need to implement to become good enough. But you have to decide in your mind first that you are good enough. Okay? You're good enough, baby. I promise you, you're good enough. Number 9. Let me help you wrap it up because I can get long-winded, y'all. Number 9. The 9th behavior that you need to eliminate as a chosen one is not pampering yourself. Especially for you parents out there. It's a lot of parents out there, we just give to our kids. And you don't make time for yourself. You don't buy yourself nothing. You making sure your kids got top tier school clothes. And don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with that. But you run around looking like a little ragamuffin. We ain't doing that. And I'm not saying your stuff got to be expensive. I shop at Walmart. I'm a bargain shopper all day. But listen, anything that I put on, I'm going to make sure I feel good and look good in. Okay? Pamper yourself. Treat yourself. If you shopping in the mall and you see that one little thing that you want to get, but I got to get the kids, stop. You trust me, I'm pretty sure you done bought them kids a million things. Buy yourself something. Treat yourself. Go get a massage. Go get a facial. Fellas, go to the gun range if you want to. Spend that little bit of bread on you. Trust me, you can't get time back, but money is a flow. It's an energy. And money likes to go where it's used with a purpose. Trust me. I'm not telling you to spend frivolously. I ain't saying go spend your rent money at the casino or nothing. But when you, if there's a certain restaurant that you like to go out, but you feel like it might be a little pricey, treat yourself. And every time you swipe your card, say this: anything I spend comes back to me times 10. I say it all the time. And because I tell myself I'm good enough, I tell myself, why wouldn't God want me to eat at the most luxury restaurants? That's one thing about Coach E. I eat good. I will spend money on quality food than I will before shoes, clothes, anything. One thing about Coach E, I eat good. I spend my money on quality meals for myself, period. And sometimes restaurants do get pricey, but I say, why wouldn't God want me to spend money on quality food and put in my body? Anything I spend is coming back to me times 10. And when you decide that you're worth it, I promise you, the money gonna come. It's the energy, it's gonna flow. The money gonna come. Treat yourself. Stop cheating yourself. Treat yourself, okay? Get in the habit of taking care of yourself. Get in the habit of buying yourself a nice pajama set. Get in the habit of taking yourself out to the movies or something. Get in the habit of doing something that makes you, even if it's a dollar theater, who cares? Get in the habit of doing something for yourself once a week, once every 2 weeks, twice a month, whatever the case may be, to make sure you pour into yourself and fill your cup up, okay? Last one, y'all, number 10, okay? The 10th behavior that chosen ones need to eliminate immediately is lack of discipline, okay? And it doesn't mean that you got to be disciplined in all areas. Find one thing to be disciplined in. If you feel like every morning you want to wake up and work out before work, do it. If every day you feel like you want to work out after work, do it. If every day you say you want to sit down and take 10 minutes to read a book before you start your day, do it. If every month you say, okay, you know what? I'm going to go get a massage once a month, do it. Find one, and it could be anything. It doesn't have to be something strict. Find one thing to be disciplined in, because when you discipline in one area, it'll bleed over into the rest of your life. It'll bleed over into other areas of your life. That discipline is a practice. It's a pattern. It's a repetitive behavior. And when you start being disciplined at one thing, next thing you know, you discipline at another thing. And then at another thing. And then at another thing. And discipline Discipline will take you far. Discipline will have you looking good, feeling good, smelling good, confidence through the roof. It'll have you looking like the shit, knowing you the shit, because you are. Let me know what you guys thought about this video, okay? I love you so much and I mean it. I want all of you guys to do so well, okay? I love you so much. I'll see you next time at the Wonder Circle.